for our community. These last few months have been incredibly challenging. With organizations like No Place to Hate, we have been able to keep our shelves stocked for our clients. In the last 6 months, our client visits have increased by 31%. Pretty overwhelming to think about. It means so much to us to be able to serve our clients that need this. We have been able to do more outreach to help our pantry clients get set up with food stamps, fuel assistance, and housing assistance. So thank you again, everyone, for your donations today. It really makes a difference. So I'd like to introduce now Lori Gerd-Harry.
That's okay.
He's going to talk a little bit about how No Place to Hate. Lori.
Thanks, Meryl, for the introduction. It's so nice to see everybody here today. My name is Lori Gerd-Harry, and I just wanted to give a couple of words about our Hull No Place to Hate committee. We are a nonpartisan committee. We are a town committee, and we meet practically every month. And so please, if you're interested in joining or just having some type of input into the work that we're doing, please come to our meetings. You can see them right on our town page. And our mission statement is that we want to promote a just and inclusive community. We provide support and education on diversity, and we celebrate our differences. And that's what I love about our committee. We really are here to build bridges of understanding and promote peace on our peninsula. Some things that you may have joined already, so we have our MLK Day service. We want to make sure that we are promoting a day of service for our community. We also have our Feast of Conversations, where we love to have different types of conversations about not just your standard things. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult, but we do it in a inclusive and fun environment that we hope promote just discussions, because we think that that really is a foundation of a healthy community. And we also have Stand in the Sand, and so we're going to be doing that again this year, and we hope you can participate and invite people to come. So again, the more the merrier for us. We want you to come, we want you to hear your voices, we want to extend our lenses and perspectives, because that's what makes Hull such a beautiful and diverse community. So thank you so much, and I'm going to pass this back to Sandy for some additional work.
Hi everyone, I'm Sandy Bailey-Seagull, and I'm the co-chair of this wonderful subcommittee. We're so appreciative of you taking the time to be present today, especially when I looked out the window this morning. As part of our remembrance, we would ask you to please take a moment of silence for peace in our world. Please. Thank you. Now we vote. Next, we're very pleased to bring you Lieutenant Steve Glavin. He's Hull Police Department's very own civil rights officer, and he will speak to you on how our police department supports equality, fairness, and justice. And he will be here for a bit afterwards if you have any questions, so that we will be able to continue with the program. Thank you. Lieutenant Glavin.
Thank you. All right, good morning. Thank you for having me. Over the past couple of years, I've had the opportunity to attend several No Place to Hate events and have been a guest at a few of their monthly meetings. I think it's important that organizations like Hull No Place to Hate and the Hull Police have a good working relationship to ensure that all community members feel that they are safe and have a voice. As someone who was lucky enough to grow up in the town hall, excuse me, I realize how fortunate we are to live in such a diverse community. The Hull Police is committed to promoting safety and providing proactive policing services to all who are located in our community, regardless of race, religion, sexual preference, immigration status, or anything else that might make us different. In preparing for today, I came across a quote from Dr. King that I thought was important to keep in mind during these uneasy days. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. This message rings true, as true today as it did back in 1963. Tolerance is defined as the willingness, excuse me. Tolerance is defined as the willingness to accept beliefs and behaviors that differ from one's own. It encourages people to respect others who may have different opinions and beliefs than their own. With today being Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, I hope that we can all try to live up to the example that he set for us. Again, I'd like to thank the No Place for Hate community, committee and its members for having me here today. You've always been so welcoming to me and everybody from our police department. This is a great event that I think helps a lot of people in need for Wellspring. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve. Terrific. As part of our program, we're presenting a few poems written by Langston Hughes, who's a particular favorite of mine. I actually used to teach his poetry in Boston schools many years ago. He was an influential poet, novelist, and playwright during the Harlem Renaissance, and was known for tackling racial injustice through his poems. He and Dr. King were friends who shared a deep, albeit subtle, connection. King frequently drew upon Hughes's powerful poetry, themes, and lines, weaving them into his sermons, the dream poems, particularly Dr. King pulled out. Hughes, in turn, wrote poems celebrating King and the civil rights movement. And we'd like to bring a few of them to you today. Our readers, if we would come up.
I knew she was going to be here. I knew it.
Slow voices, everybody. Dash. Just to read the title of your poem.
Dreams by Langston Hughes. Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken winged bird that cannot fly. Hold fast to dreams, for when dreams go, life is a barren field frozen with snow.
This poem is I Dream a World. I dream a world where no other man will scorn, where love will bless the earth, and peace its paths adorn. I dream a world where all will know sweet freedom's way, where greed no longer saps the soul nor avarice blights the day. A world I dream where black or white, whatever race you be, will share the bounties of the earth, and every man is free, where wretchedness will hang its head, and joy like a pearl attend to the needs of all mankind. Of such a dream, my world.
This is called Then Die Freedom with Slaves. Who said these things? Americans. Who owns these words? Americans. Who is America? You and me. We are America. To the enemy who would conquer us from without, we say no. To the enemy who would divide and conquer from within, we say no. Freedom, brotherhood, democracy. To all enemies of these great words, we say no.
A long time ago, an enslaved people heading toward freedom made up a song. Keep your hand on the plow, hold on. That plow plowed a new furrow across the field of history. Into that furrow, the freedom seed was dropped. From that seed, a tree grew, is growing, will ever grow. That tree is for everybody, for all America, for all the world. May its branches spread and its shelter grow until all races and all peoples know its shape. Keep your hand on the plow, hold on.
Give us our peace. Give us a peace equal to the war, or else our souls will be unsatisfied, and we will wonder what we have fought for and why the many died. Give us a peace accepting every challenge, the challenge of the poor, the black, of all denied, the challenge of the vast colonial world that long has had so little justice by its side. Give us a peace that dares us to be wise. Give us a peace that dares us to be strong. Give us a peace that dares us to still uphold throughout the peace our battle against wrong.
Give us peace that is not cheaply used, a peace that has no clever scheme, a people's peace for which men can enthuse, a peace that brings reality to our dream. Give us a peace that will produce great schools, and the war produce great amend, a peace that will wipe out our slums, and a war wiped out our foes' evil bent. Give us a peace that will enlist a mighty army serving humankind, not just an army geared to kill, but trained to help the living mind. An army trained to shape our common good and bring about a world of brotherhood.
I'd like to introduce Jim Mineary, who's going to talk a little bit about the quotes that are up there.
I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. We all know these words. We've heard them hundreds, if not thousands of times in our lifetime. And they resonate as they did then when they were first spoken, just as powerfully as they do today. And it's like a continuum of our history of these words. They don't die. Dr. Martin Luther King's words don't die. And that's an important thing to recognize. Because with every generation, we can go back to his words and find meaning, find hope, inspire us, and give us a reason to do the work that we do. Today, we have several quotes outside on the board. Now, clearly, we could have had a wall of these quotes, because that's how many, there's so many quotes that he made over his lifetime that it's incredible when you think about it. Because when you just read, let me read another one. Let me just tell you what I'm talking about. They resonate. We must use time creatively in the knowledge that the time is always right to do right. I mean, you can sit with these statements and think about them and let them inform your life. So, we have a little sort of project, which is to say that if you haven't already done so, visit the board and look at those quotes and see which one speaks to you. And maybe write a couple of words about that. Why does it speak to you? And just hopefully we'll continue to do this. I could have pulled so many other quotes, so don't feel like, oh, this is it. Well, if anything, what it should do is encourage you to go back and find the other quotes that aren't there. See the ones that actually really do speak to you if they don't. But I want to thank you for being here, and I want to thank you for participating in this little project. Like I said, Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King's words never die. They live with us. Thank you.
Dan Wolf is going to talk a little bit about some volunteer opportunities.
And everybody's talked for very little while. But one thing I'd like to point out, to follow on from Jim's remarks, we have a sheet of paper out on the table in the other room. It lists some resources. If you are interested in learning more about what Dr. King's teachings were all about, please take this if you like that. There's a QR code if you just want to take a picture of it and take it with you that way. And in terms of community service, I think everybody knows that that was another one of Dr. King's messages, that we love each other, that we care for each other, and that we demonstrate that through community service. That's how you raise a community. That's how you raise your brother. And so we put together Hull, as we know, is a very welcoming community. It's also an activist community. There are plenty of organizations in this town that are seeking volunteers to join, to be a soulmate with what their mission is, and to contribute their time and make their mission a success. So we put together a list. It's not a complete list, and you know it could need updating in terms of the spokespeople that represent the group. But there are 7 pages of organizations in town where you can, you know, make yourself known and join and contribute to what their mission is for the whole town. So I invite you to take a look at that. Once again, there's a QR code on the back. We only have a couple copies of this. We have lots of copies of the single page. But if you're interested, then take a picture of the QR code and find the community organization that really suits what's in your heart and your soul and you want to dedicate yourself for. Yes.
And we will be sending these links out in an email afterwards. So if you are not already on our email list, please sign up in the sign-up sheet and you will get links, and please share them around and use them. Thank you.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Before we end the program, I'd like to invite people to take the opportunity to share their thoughts of the day and their remembrances of Dr. King and how maybe his legacy has shaped their lives or made a difference or has spoken to them. So I'd like to open up the floor to anyone that has comments or things that they would like to share with the group.
I think my voice projects. I think what's astonishing about this particular year to be remembering MLK is it's 62 years later since 1963, and look where we are. And I posted last night, as I do on the eve of MLK, the Dion song, Abraham, Martin, and John. Every time I listen to it, and I might break up now, it makes me cry, because where are those leaders now? We need more of that. That's all.
Anyone else?
I want to speak on the MLK, but also on the fact that it's the 250th anniversary of this country. And this country was founded on principles that Dr. Martin Luther King espouses, that poem, you know, Who Said That? Americans. In this 250th year, the town is going to celebrate it. And we need each and every one of you to help out. There will be a parade, there'll be events. Keep your eyes open, because the best way to celebrate 250 years of a strong democracy is to maintain that democracy. Thank you.
Just to go on with that, the events will start in February and go all the way through August. So there'll be something, at least one event every single month. So.
Anyone else? Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Chris. I just wanted to bring some attention to our little scouts who are here to do some community service. They're here to learn the value of today, learning equality and inclusion. And we only had a couple members of our pack show up. We have a small pack here in the town hall. I just want to see if we could, turn our attention to them and give them a little Sprite and stuff this morning.
The guy with the 7 kids?
We have 4.
Oh.
I was like, I don't know. On another note, I served in the military for 8 years. I went overseas to Iraq twice. And the only thing I wanted to explain today, I'm sorry, I'm nervous in front of crowd, is that I've experienced the ultimate form of racism in the world, which is war. You go to another place to ruin a culture and take people's lives. And the foundational work that we do here today, the community work that we do with each other, to show each other how to be human beings. That's where it all starts. You know, you raise kids that don't want to go join a fighting force and go serve the interests of people who don't have real cultural value in mind. They just have profits and, you know, whatever their selfish interests are. So I just wanted to say that today. It's something I feel is important. Thank you.
Part of our mission as a committee is to promote peace on our peninsula. We love that slogan. We try to live up to it. And we ask you to please join in and help and participate. Finding small ways or large ways, but promoting peace is something that we need to be paying attention to. Just as you said so eloquently, thank you for your comments.
Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Yes.
No, it's not about me. I didn't bring that up for me. I wanted to really
We
bring
have
up.
to say that.
I appreciate it. I wanted to share a point of view that I got to experience. It's worth sharing, I think.
Definitely. Yeah.
Can you hold this? So I've mentioned this a little bit in past years, but in my family growing up, Dr. King was not a revered figure. So there were complex conversations because what I learned in school, and I was born after his lifetime ended, and sometimes what I heard in my home were different opinions. So that was something I had to wrestle with and make a choice for myself, learn for myself. So we're celebrating here is so important that even though his life did not end peaceably, we can continue his message. The folks in this room are doing this. It certainly, obviously, was not easy at the time. It has never been easy at any time in history. So when I look around now, there are things that I'm extremely troubled with and that break my heart, but I know that this is not unique. We have gotten through it before and we can get through it again in community and with good people doing good things.
Anything else before we close? Yeah,
I just want to say that we're very lucky to live in this kind of community because and we have the support of the police department, we have support of the town, the selectmen took a pledge for us, and they've always been supportive of the No Place for Hate activities. And so just want to thank everybody here for continuing this and for really supporting us in our mission.
Just in closing, I want to say thank you again to everybody. We are going to have a QR code, I believe, to where donations.
She was going to bring it.
I'm sorry.
She was going to bring it.
Right.
Right.
So are we going to share the QR code? We'll share the QR code where for the donations, monetary or any donations for Wellspring that, for the future or for whatever. So thank you again. Our plan is now to go over to Wellspring and bring all of the goods that were left in the truck outside. And they are going to be so grateful for all of you and for what you donated. So thank you. If anyone wants to come over and help unload the truck, we're happy. Thank you again, everyone.
Socialize I'm going to do these.